Are you good? Are you all good? This is just a quick live about, Dr. Smackpull. Morning, Doctor. How are you, Doctor? How are you, Dr. Smackpull? How are you, Doctor? I'm a bit overweight. It's just some training you do, mate. It's just some proper training. Uncle Fester looking motherfucker. Uncle Fester looking motherfucker. Yeah. Fugly motherfucker. Weird ass looking motherfucker. Literally. You do, honestly, proper, and this is proper as well, you do look like Sloth out the Goonies. Hey, you guys! You call me cricket bat face and that, yeah? Whatever, bro. You look like, honestly, hey, you guys! And Uncle Fester, their love child, and that is what you look like. You look like a proper, ugly, round, meatball head looking motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? And you talk about my face. You talk about how good looking you are and how stunning you are. You know what I mean, right? And how beautiful you are. No, you look like Uncle Fester. Mixed with, hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. You're actually fucking fat, useless sack of shit. I swear you're a fat, useless sack of shit, you, mate. Oh, and don't get me wrong. Here we go. I'll tell you, Daddy. I'll tell you. I'll meet you halfway on the train, mate. I'll meet you halfway on the train, mate. You ain't meeting me halfway anywhere. You wouldn't even get off your settee. Oh, I will. The ticking time bomb. Turns up. The ticking time bomb. Turns up. Come on. Oh, man. Ticking, fucking, I'm ticking. Tick. I'm the ticking time bomb. Fuck off, dog, man. You're a fucking knob. You're a knob. You're an absolute knob. A proper knob cheater. No friends. You got no fans. Would you like some? You got no friends. You got no hands. Would you like some, Dr. Smackpull? What? My name's Rackpull. Smackpull. Rackpull. Smackpull. Rackpull. Smackpull. Rackpull. Smackpull. No, but listen, I really want to talk about this because it's been a long time since I watched Doc, yeah? And I watched, what was it? I can't remember what it was called. I watched actually one of his videos the other day, yeah? And I swear to God, the one thing I will say about Doc, we don't get on. I think he's a prick. I honestly do. I think he's a full-blown prick. I think he's probably one of the biggest pricks on social media, yeah? One of the biggest fake pricks on social media as well, to be fair. He's an absolute fucking full-on knob cheese. Can't stand the bloke. Can't stand him. But what I will say about Dr. Smackpull, and I've got to say it, got to be very honest, right? He plays Murph and JDP like a fiddle. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm your friend JDP, and I'm actually your friend Murph. Your friend. And he plays them like a fucking fiddle here. JDP believes Dr. Rackpull's his boy and that. Murphy has always believed Dr. Rackpull is his boy and that. Yo, Murphy, JDP, Dr. Rackpull can't fucking stand either of you. Why do you think he didn't come on holiday with you? He won't be seen dead with you. If I would have known you'd invited him first, I wouldn't come on holiday with you. I shouldn't come on holiday with you. I shouldn't be seen dead with either of you because you're both degenerate bastards. I shouldn't have been seen dead with either of you. And Dr. Rackpull knew better than to be seen dead with either of you two. I made the biggest mistake of my life going on holiday with them fucking degenerate motherfuckers. And the doc knew they were degenerate motherfuckers before he went. And he still rips the piss out of them. Why do you think Murphy went against me? The doc played a blinder. The doc played a blinder. I will say that. I might not like you, doc. I might think you're a fucking fat prick. Yeah? Right? I might think you're an Uncle Fester looking motherfucker. But what I will say, you play a blinder where them two are concerned. They actually believe you're their friend. They believe that you give a fuck about them. To this day, Doc, you play them like, I swear to God, like a deck of cards, but you have put the deck in the order that you want the deck in. Smash it, you do with them two. The Murph still believes, big up the Doc, you fucking fanny man. He dishes you every day. JDP, big up the Doc, you fucking idiot man. He dishes you every day. You just can't see through it because you're too fucking thick. The pair of you, the Doc can't stand you two. He can't stand you. He keeps you on side because he doesn't want you going against him. Are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid? And I heard him talking about, oh, me and Edjog working together. No, me and Edjog are not working together. Me and Craig are not working together. Why am I not calling him a fucking prick and all this anymore? Because I can't be arsed. Why am I not sat here calling JD a prick and all that? And Murph a prick and all that? Because I can't be arsed. Same thing. Why did I give the video to Edjog, man? Because I knew he'd upload it straight away. And I know that Murph hates him. So I knew that it would hurt Murph and JDP a lot more by me giving that to them, giving that to him, than me not uploading it. And I'm going to upload it when some cunts have just phoned the police trying to get me arrested for fucking 5 years. And yes, I did give them Chris Murphy's name. Because if he comes back to my house and then at least the police know fucking why. I didn't ask them to go and arrest him. Didn't ask them to press any charges against him. So get me being a grass out your fucking head. That is not even, like, applicable. Do you understand what I mean? The cunts phoned the police on me and told the police I was on the street with a samurai sword, trying to get me locked up for fucking 5 years. So fuck you. And I know it was them. Don't try and blame anybody else just because you don't want the blame to go to the channels where we all know it went from. Listen, the police came here 1 hour after I was out in that front garden, ready to bang somebody's fucking head off. Now, the police didn't come and stop it. I was there, ready to bang. The geezer didn't turn up. Then the police turn up an hour later. I'm really going to ring them on myself to turn up an hour later. Does that make any sense? The fight would have already happened. I was already out there ready to fucking bang. Right? So use your fucking common sense, you thick ass bastards. There was rang on me, same as with Uncle K. He didn't want to fight me, so he rang them on me. But that was before the event, so I couldn't even turn up to fight the cunts. But you lot are that gullible. Oh, they're your heroes. They're fucking waste men. Waste men. Waste men. The whole of social media is. And you believe them waste men. Okay, carry fucking on. I couldn't give a fucking toss. I don't care. If you're that gullible and you're that fucking stupid, then carry on being that gullible and that fucking stupid. It's on you, not on me. Fucking idiots, man. But yes, Dr. Smackpull. Back to the original content. And I don't do many videos on this twat, because he's a twat, he's not worth my time or my effort. But I do find it funny, I've had to say something. Because I find it funny. And this is not me giving Jake or Murph a heads up. I couldn't give a toss, mate. I swear to God. Doc, keep playing them. Keep playing them like a fiddle. I'll tell you straight, who do I like? I mean, I can't stand you, Doc. And same as you can't stand me, right? We can't stand each other, yeah? But I swear to God, I have more time for you than I do for any of them two cunts. Do you know what I mean? So you keep playing them, mate. You keep playing the shit out of them. You keep making them think they're your friend and then just have them little digs. You keep having them little digs. You keep ripping the fuck out of Murph and have Murph keep bigging you up. Do you know what I mean? Literally, it's funny as fuck. I find it hilarious. I find it hilarious that two geezers that are having you rip the piss out of them on a regular basis and they think that you're their friend. I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's funny as fuck. It's like with me, I'm not that stupid, yeah? I know, right, obviously, that Murphy and, you know, hold on a minute. No, it's not. What do you mean that's limited by me? No, it's not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah? So basically, right, I don't like Doc. I think you're a fucking prick. Same as you think I'm a prick. Well, I think you're a fucking prick. A full-blown prick. I can't stand you, mate. You're a fucking knobhead. But what I will say is it's ever so funny watching you play them two cunts. Them two are dumb as fuck. They honestly believe you're their friend. They honestly believe you give a fuck about them. And I think it's funny as fuck. I think it's absolutely hilarious to watch two people not have a clue. Not have a clue that you are basically against them. You can't stand them. You hate them. I can tell. I can tell. You'll come on camera and you'll be like, no, I don't, Danny. No, I don't. No, I don't. You hate them as much as you hate me. Don't you? It's just you realise that the whole of social media is against me, so you'll join the rank there. You won't go against JDP and Murphy in any other way other than to just rip the piss out of them. Because you know, but you can do that, you know, Doc. You can rip the piss even worse out of JDP and Murf. They'll never know. They're too thick. They're too thick to know what you're doing. I can see what you're doing because I'm clever. Yeah, they're too thick, mate. They're too daft to understand exactly what you think about them. Yeah, they don't understand. They don't know why you didn't go to Turkey with them. They did not know because you wouldn't be seen dead with them, mate. You wouldn't be seen dead with them too. You wouldn't trust them as far as you could throw them. Well, they're untrustworthy, as you know. They're untrustworthy, Doc. Yeah? I mean, obviously, I think Murf tried to befriend you again, thinking you're going to go with him in August or whenever it is to get his new teeth put in. I guarantee you Dr. Rackpull will not be in fucking Izmir with Murphy in fucking August. If he is, he's daft as fuck, mate, because they'll set you up. But you already know that anyway. You already know that anyway. They'll try their best to set you up and fuck you up because that's what they do, Doc, innit? And you know that. Yeah? So all I wanted to say is I think you're a prick. I can't stand you. It's a bit like Craig. I don't like Craig neither. Do you know what I mean, right? I gave Craig that video because I didn't want to upload it. I couldn't be asked. Couldn't be asked uploading it on my channel. Couldn't be asked. So I thought, how can I get to Murphy and JDP the most? Oh, well, if I give it to Craig through Mr. Dosser, oh, that'll really piss him off. So that's why I fucking did it. Yeah, that's the only reason I did it, right? I'm not friends with Craig. I don't get on with Craig. Craig doesn't get on with me. But I can send stuff to Craig through Mr. D. And I do get on with Mr. D. I get on fine with Mr. D. And that'll be another thing you don't like, isn't it, Dr. Rackpull? Oh, he gets on with Mr. D. He gets on with Mr. D. Yeah, I do get on with Mr. D. Because since Mr. D said sorry to me, and said, I'll never say anything bad about you again, bad about my wife or whatever, or my family. He hasn't stuck to his word. So that's why I'm fucking okay with him. You got a problem with that? I couldn't give a fucking toss. Look who you're talking to. You're talking to fucking non-molestation fucking dickhead Murph. You're talking to that absolute fucking wreckhead, class A drug taking, prostitute fucking ordering, shagging, relationship breaking. Do you know what I mean, right? Absolutely off his brain, off his tits, doesn't know what his own name is, geezer. Do you know what I mean? So they don't say fuck all to me. At the end of the day, you can't say nothing to me, Doc. You've been pretending to be friends with that fucking degenerate for how long? How long? How long? It's just for me, the whole internet's against me. You don't want anybody going against you. You ain't got the balls to start on anybody, have you? Yeah? That'll give it clout. It's like Craig. Yeah, listen, I gave Craig a video through a third party. You talk to Craig. Directly, right? Don't come on here chatting like that, mate, because we all fucking know. You've bigged up Craig and Rach over the last few weeks, enough times. You haven't said nothing bad about Craig and Rach, have you? So don't come on here chatting like you're on your high horse and you've got a position to chat from. Have you, fuck, mate? You and me both know you have called truces with Craig bare fucking times. You have spoke to Craig bare fucking times. Don't chat your shit, Doc. You're a knob. You're a knob. And like I did with them two dickheads the other day, this is one and done, right? I will, you know, how long has it been since I mentioned your fucking bald ass, degenerate, fucking meatball looking Uncle Fester head? How long has it been, bruv, since I mentioned your fucking fat meatball looking face? It's been fucking ages, hasn't it? Do you know what I mean, right? Well, this is done. You are done after this for me. I won't mention you again. You're a dick. But what I will say is carry on, yeah, making Murph think you're his friend, making JDP think that you're their friend, because I think it's funny, and I can't stand them two. So at the end of the day, whoever winds them up and sends them off the fucking edge is good by me. I'll sit back, watch it and laugh. Literally, I'll sit back, watch it and laugh. I think it's fucking comical as fuck. But what I will say about you, Doc, yeah, is I might not like you. I might think you're a prick, and I do think you're a prick, yeah. But you're a lot cleverer than them two put together. They've got about as many it takes 2 brain cells to create a thought, and them two don't have 2 between them. I swear to God, They do not have two between them. They really, really don't. And I find it fucking hilarious. Hilarious, yeah. At the end of the day, the doc is that easy, can play them that easily. I find it fucking hilarious that the doc can play them that easily, mate. It's funny as fuck, mate. It really is. He played a blind of the doc. Oh, if I big up Murf and I chat and I'm nice to Murf for a couple of weeks, yeah, right? Then I know for a fact he'll go against Danny, and then I can cause a rift there and blah blah blah. And as soon as that happens, yeah, then I can rip the piss out of Murf. But I'll be passive aggressive. I'll be passive ripping the piss. I'll say, oh yeah, Murf's this, Murf's that, Murf's this, Murf's that. But I don't really mind Murf. I don't really mind Murf. And JDP's this and JDP's that and JDP's this and JDP's that. But I don't really mind JDP. I don't really mind JDP. Right. And they can't see it. They can't see that the geezer can't stand them. He can't. Dr. Rackpull can't stand either of them. They think he's the friend. And it's just so that nobody goes against him on the internet. Nobody goes against Rackpull because Rackpull couldn't take it. If the whole of the internet turned on Rackpull, it'd be gone. It'd be gone. How many times does he go off and come back? That's whenever he gets a little bit of grief, just a little bit of grief, he's gone. Just like Murf. That's why he comes on and rips the piss out of Murphy, giving all the time, because that's what he does. Same thing. Mate, bunch of waste men. I'm telling you, a proper bunch of waste men. Anyway, like I said, one and done. Spoke about this enough. Just wanted to get it out there because I think it's fucking hilarious. I honestly do. I think it's hilarious. How two people can be so gullible and one person can play them like a fucking fiddle. And like I said, even though I can't stand the geezer who was actually playing the fiddle, I still think it's funny that he's doing it. And I think it's funny that the other two people are being played. I think it's fucking hilarious. So I just thought I'd come and have my say. Do you know what I mean? Literally. Just thought I'd come and have my say, like. Funny. Have you saw JDP trying to tell people ain't his house on YouTube because they have followed Murf live driving there? Fuck. What? So JDP's new gaff has been found out because of Murf. I'm telling you, man. I said to what did I say? What did I say to JDP, right? I said, listen, keep that geezer sweet. Yeah, keep Murf sweet because he'll be the downfall of you. And listen, even though he's keeping Murf sweet, he's still going to be the downfall. He's still going to be the downfall, right? It's funny as fuck, that. I got no sympathy whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I haven't told anybody where anybody lives. I would never do that. Do you know what I mean? But I got no sympathy. I'm not good with them guys no more. So I couldn't give a toss. I really couldn't give a toss. I don't care what happens to any of them. I really don't care anymore. Murph sold him out, but yeah, but Murph's a liability, bro. He's a liability as a friend. Anybody who's friends with Murph, you're fucking stupid, mate. The geezer's a liability. He really is. And he's a very jealous, nasty piece of work. Do you know what I mean? Like, very jealous, nasty piece of work. He'll lie, he'll cheat, he'll make up stories, he'll elaborate on stories that aren't even true to make them worse than what they are. He'll do all these kinds of stuff because he's an absolute fucking piece of shit. He's a scumbag. And the thing is like I said to JDP the other day, keep him happy. Keep Murph happy, because if you disrespect him or hurt him in any way, don't answer your phone to him for a week, JDP, and watch how fast he puts your address all over line. I'm not even fucking joking with you. Murph is not a friend. That's why Murph has no friends. JDP is lying in bed with a snake, but at the end of the day, he'd probably a bit one himself, otherwise he wouldn't be so willing to be laying in bed with one, would he? Because as soon as I found out there was snake behaviour going on, I've just backed away from the pair of them, right? I'm done. I'm fucking done. I won't talk to him again. I've got no reason to talk to him again. You're mad. I couldn't give a toss what happens to them too. And I mean that. I couldn't give a fucking toss. I mean, and that is basically because once you find out people are snakes and people voluntarily hang around with snakes, well, that makes them snakes, right? The geezer's a living liability to anybody's life. Anybody's life. Any woman or any bloke is a liability. Oh, it was PP. It was. Ah, soup. That soup for me. It's just listen. This is one and done. This is one and done. You know what I'm like. Yeah, I've spoke about Dr. Rackpull and that this morning because it's one and done. I just wanted to get him over and done with. Obviously, I've spoke about fucking Edge this morning because the fact of the matter is everybody wanted to know why Edge had the fucking video and me and Edge working together. Of course, we're not working together, you silly cunts. Don't be fucking stupid. Of course, people who hate Edge and channels that hate Edge will try and put it forward like me and Edge are now friends. No, we're not. And Edge would say that himself. No, we're not. I gave him that video because I couldn't be asked after what had happened and my missus being so pissed off and being so fucking angry about all this shit. I did not want to go on social media that day, but it needed to be uploaded, and it did. So you lot could see what it's like for me. I mean, you won't come and fight me, so you'll phone the fucking police on me. And that's how it was. And anybody who's dumb enough to think I'm going to phone the police to come an hour after I'm supposed to have a fight, I wouldn't phone the police anyway, ever, 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 ever. I just wouldn't do it. I don't phone the police, mate. I deal with it my fucking self. Whether you believe that or like it, I don't give a fuck. Everybody who's been watching me for a long time knows Danny don't phone no police that day. The police were phoned on Danny. Yeah, and like I said to you, 2 days before that, Murph was wearing a copper t-shirt and he kept doing this with his copper t-shirt, right, when he was talking about me. It doesn't take rocket science to figure out what they did. It doesn't take rocket science, does it? Huh? I mean, it doesn't take rocket science, does it? And then they know that you lot are gullible enough and stupid enough, yeah, and you hate me enough, some of you, that if they turn around and go, oh, Danny phoned the police on himself, you'll believe it because you're gullible as fuck. You're gullible as fuck. You believe anything they say. Not realising that you dislike me, but the people that you're listening to, you should dislike a lot more because they're a lot fucking worse than I could ever be. Do you understand? And that's just the truth, mate. That is the fucking truth. You despise me from clips or what people say about me, not looking at what the people who are saying this about me have done themselves. And then you hate me for somebody else's hearsay. Shut the fuck up, man. Do you know what I mean? Grow up, yeah, and understand the way the world works. Understand that because I am actually such a nice person and I'm good in many, many ways, like better than most of these cunts on social media, they will try and put me down. You have to understand. They will have to work as a team as well to put me down because not one single person could do shit to me. So they'll have to work as a team in it because otherwise I'll accelerate past them on social media. I'll take all their views, all their clicks, because let's be honest, I am the topic of conversation. I am the clicks and views. I am the content. And I am not saying that because I'm being big-headed. I'm saying that because it's the fucking truth. So they've got to have all you against me by working together, by teaming up to put you all against me, because otherwise I'll take all their views. I'll take all their fucking, all their donations. All of the time of the people who watch them will come to me because I am the content. I am the reason. I am the topic of conversation. Right? And you lot are all dumb enough to see it. So you follow the sheep. Bah. I'm not talking about the people on my channel. You follow the sheep into hating me when realistically the channels you're hating me for, believe me, are way worse than I could ever fucking be. Way worse than any of you could ever be. But you choose to follow them. Just because you hate me, because I'm better than you in some way, or you feel that I'm better than you. Not that I've sat there, not that I've come and knocked your front door and said I'm stronger than you, I'm better looking than you, I'm fitter than you, I've got a better missus than you, I've got a better house than you, I've got a better car than you, my golf clubs are better than your golf clubs, I go on holiday more times than you. I've never said none of that to you. None of that. You've made it up in your own mind. You hate me because of your own inadequacies that you are not willing to fix. So you put your hatred on me. Right? Fucking stupid. Fix yourself. Do you think by hating me because of your own inadequacies, yeah, that's going to make you a better person? Of course it's not. Them inadequacies are still going to be there. Those faults that you can see within yourself, they're still going to be there, whether you're a cunt to me or not. In fact, by being a cunt to me, they're probably going to be even worse. And I can see straight through it. You can tell, right, by how I'm talking. You won't get another YouTuber talk to you like this because they haven't got the fucking brain power to be able to talk to you the way that I talk to you. You'll listen to people who are thicker than you as well. People who are dumber than you. Most of these social media people they don't have an IQ. They don't have two brain cells to rub together. They're thick as fuck. And they've dumbed all you down. They've dumbed you down. Now you are following people who are fucking dumb as fuck. You are listening to dumb as fuck shit. And you are following dumb as fuck shit. And you are believing in dumb as fuck shit. Well, what does that make you? Dumb as fuck. Right? I know a lot of people won't like this, but I can't give a fuck. I'm just telling the truth. Shut the fuck up, TMO. Get out my chat talking to me about fucking midget Murph and giving my missus. Are you mad, bro? My missus wouldn't touch him with a barge pole. The geezer stinks. He's a fucking midget. He's off his head on Class A drugs. He's ugly as fucking sin. He's ugly as sin, bro. Let's not get it twisted. My wife would not go with that man if he was the last man on earth. She's already told me. Are you mad, Danny? I wouldn't get near that fucker if he was the last man on earth. She would rather be celibate for the rest of her natural life than go near that man. Are you daft, bro? Do you think my wife has self-respect? Have you seen the man? He looks like a dried up prune. I no respect. Probably going live for England much later yet. But anyway, that's it. I've had my say. Everybody else always has the say. I'm allowed to have mine whenever I want it, right? I've had my say. I just had to have my say this morning. Yeah. Done. How is everybody? Are you all good? Harrison? Yes, Wes. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, over and done with. Next. I'm good. D09, I'm good, mate. How are you, man? I hope you're good. Yeah, one and done. Next. Oh, mate. Yeah, it looks like a Klingon. Well said, one thing. Oh, fucking hell, man. I've just pictured it, bro. It's the forehead, isn't it? It's the forehead, bro. You know, them deep, massive fucking valleys in there. You know, the valleys in the forehead. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, man. What you all doing today, anyway? The Star Trek finger sign. That's not Klingons, bro. That's Vulcans. That ain't it. Come on. Come on. What's it? What is it? What is it? Can I do it with my left hand? Oh, yeah. May you live long and prosper. May you live long and prosper. Spock. Fucking Spock. You gotta love a bit of Spock, eh? You gotta love a bit of Spock. You can't do it. Can't you do that? Yes. Yes. Beam me up, Scotty. Captain, I definitely have the fucking purr. I definitely have the purr, Captain. Scotty. I know, PP. I know. I know. Anyway, just a quick morning, half an hour live. I've got TikToks to do. I've got to go out today. I've got some shit to do today. Another thing made me laugh the other day as well. Oh, Danny's called James to back him. What? If you go to my live the day before when I think I'm in the car, right, you'll lot remember this, me talking about, am I training James this Saturday or next Saturday? I can't remember. I'm going to have to phone him and find out. And then when I come off live, I went onto my WhatsApp and he'd already sent me a message saying, Danny, I'll see you at 11:30 tomorrow. So if you actually go to, it wasn't me phoning James, what, from fucking Sheffield? I won't phone anybody for backup. I just go out there and deal with myself. Always have. Yeah. There's plenty of people I can phone around the area that'll be here in fucking 5 minutes, mate. Do you know what I mean? Not somebody who's going to have to take an hour and a half to get here. Do you know what I mean? Right. So no, James was already here for personal training, which I said in the live the day before, either on the golf course or when I was in the car driving home. I was like, am I training James this Saturday or next Saturday? And if you look at the live, this was way before any of this shit even came out, before anybody was coming to my house. So that's a load of bullshit, or you people online trying to make up your bullshit and that. Didn't phone James for backup. It's just, I was training James, so I told James what was going to happen. I didn't know till that morning, right? And James was like, well, I'll stay in case there's more than one of them, Danny. I'll stay just to make sure it's fair and that. And I was like, all right, James. So no, I didn't phone James from fucking Sheffield. I was already personal training James, which if you go to the lives the day before, I think the one where I'm driving back in the car, I actually say in the car, am I training James this Saturday or next Saturday? It's either tomorrow or next Saturday, I'm not sure. I say it in the live, man. So at the end of the day, stop chatting your fucking waffle all the time. You're all chatting waffle you know nothing about. It's like everybody's trying to make up these rumours. No, I said the day before I was training James. I just wasn't sure if it was that Saturday or this Saturday coming. But it was obviously that Saturday. I was already training him. Bunch of fucking weirdos on here, man. Just want to go whatever narrative suits your what you think, right? Or whatever you want to think, or whatever bullshit the rest of you do realise the dark side of social media lie to you all the time. I don't. You think I do because they say I do. Yeah, but I don't. I don't. I had somebody say to me the other day, you said you've never been knocked out before. No, I've never been knocked out in a fight with a punch. Nobody has ever knocked me out of a punch. I've knocked myself out, which I've spoke about. So some geezer come in my chat the other day when you're lying. You said you've never been knocked out. Well, take it in the context that I meant. I meant I've never been knocked out of a punch. But I've knocked myself out playing darts, which I've spoke to you about for years, right? Talk about try and create a narrative around what I say. Try and bend the words that I say to suit your narrative. Eh? Yes, I've been put to sleep by somebody sneaking up behind me and putting me in a sleep hold. And I've knocked myself out playing darts, whacking my head off a thing. But I've never been knocked out of a punch. I should have stipulated that. But I don't think I really need to stipulate everything. It's just that you lot, all the time, go so much into what I say that you try and make it out like I'm saying something I'm actually not. Or you hear what you want to hear and not what I actually say. It does, Mr. Hustle. There isn't much to post, bro, because I'm, you know what I mean, I'm not online all the time. I come online, I'll have my say, and then I do it. I'm long gone. Like I've had my say this morning. The Clippers will have that. They'll be able to use some content. I've given them some content this morning. I hope you're happy, Clippers. Just earned you some fucking wages. Should be thankful to me that I've come on this morning and chose to come and do a live, because I've just earned you some money. I am your boss. I've just paid your wages. Come on, you should be grateful. Cosley, bro. Cosley, Mr. Hustle. Thing is, you know, someone to Cosley school. I'm a totally different fucking ball game. You know that? Joe, Mr. Hustle, I'm not joking. Totally different ball game now, mate. Jail was after that, war it? Do you know what I mean? Jail changed me, mate. To be fair, it did. But I don't want to talk about that. It's negative. Let's talk about something else. I know, Mr. Hustle, I know. I know. Thing is, whether I stand on business or whatever,
I always will, always have, always will. Even when I'm 70. I come in the house the other day after all that, and Tony looked at me and she went, even when you're 70, Danny, you know, it'll always be in me. But I'm nice. That's the thing with me. I can say it, yeah, right, and I mean it, because I am a nice guy. I'm only nasty to people who are nasty to me. I'm never nasty to people for no reason. Never. If the whole of social media left me the fuck alone, yeah, and I mean, I don't go in on them like they go in on me. Do I? I don't go in on them like they go in on me. I'll rip the piss out of the creator a little bit, but I don't really go in every day, all day, every day, all day. I don't do that because I'm too nice. I've got two better things to do in my time, and I'm too nice. I don't feel that that's the way somebody should behave, by attacking somebody's family and somebody's character every fucking day. Sometimes, I mean, they attack my character every day, so I'll have my say occasionally, but I always keep it quite comical and a little bit light-hearted. Do you know what I mean? Unless they've really pissed me off. But to be honest, if they left me the fuck alone, I wouldn't even mention them again. I wouldn't, because I would have no reason to. I mean, literally, I would have no reason to. The only reason I've watched Dr. Rackpull's video is because of all this shit going on. I was curious to see what he had to say. I was just curious. Yeah, I mean, right? So I watched his video, and, you know, some of the stuff he says he's right, but a lot of the stuff he says is just for dramatic effect and the fact that he's a cock. Yeah? So all I'm saying to you is, like, you have to understand that I'm actually a nice person. These cunts ain't. These cunts ain't got a nice bone in the body. They don't know what being nice is all about. They wouldn't even understand what nice was if it smacked them in the fucking face. I am a nice guy. And anybody who's met me in real life will say, Danny's a nice guy. And you know something, you can tell as well, can't you? That I won't do you over. Do you know what I mean? Not unless you do me over first. Yeah, but I'll never do you over. Like, you know that? There's people I've met on social media that would say that. Like, I've met them, I've known them for years now, and I've never done them over in any way, shape, or form. I haven't. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Biz. You know, the Biz. Me and Biz made a truce ages ago through Mr. D. Another thing through Mr. D, to be fair, because Mr. D talks to Mr. D talks to him, and I don't. I don't talk to him personally myself, but we made kind of a truce, yeah. And he stuck to his word, really. He hasn't. I think he made one video recently where he said some things he shouldn't have said, and I just sent a message through Mr. D saying, just ask him to take that down. He shouldn't be talking about me like that, and he did straight away. So me and Biz are all right. Comes in my chat sometimes, doesn't he? We're all right. We're like made a truce, and I've stuck to mine. He knows I have. I have not even mentioned him at all. I mean, that's what I'm like. I'm a man of my word. I always have been, and always fucking will be. These fuckers wouldn't even know how to keep their word. They argue amongst each other. 1 minute they like each other. 1 week they like each other. The next week they hate each other. The next week they like each other. The next week they hate each other. The next week they like each other. The next week they hate each other. Right? These aren't real people. They're not real people. It's fucking weird. It's weird. Their behaviour, the way that the social media behave towards each other is fucking weird. I know you do it for clicks and views, but at the end of the day, have some fucking morals. Yeah, Moose, I was just curious of all this that was going on, what other creators are saying. Occasionally I'll watch a video of other creators to see what they're saying. Do you know what I mean? About situations that are going on YouTube or whatever. But I don't really watch. I'm like you, Moose. I don't watch, do I? It's like today, I won't watch nothing off YouTube. There's no reason to. There's nothing going on. I don't really get involved that much unless it involves me. If it does, I'll tell you straight, if it doesn't really involve me, I don't really get involved. But sometimes I'll watch a creator to see what's going on, because it's all the other creators that have got the nose up of everybody's arseholes and they know what's going on. I don't. So sometimes I'll just watch creators, or I'll know what's going on, and I'll be curious to see what this person's saying about it, or this person's saying about it. Oh yeah, it is all a game. It's all a game, but it's not actually a game. It's real life. Do you know what I mean? Why do you think there's never no fights on YouTube? They all talk it, But obviously, when it comes to it, it never happens, does it? Why? Because that's all they are. They're just all talkers, mate, and they're all there to cause controversy, and they're all there to make you believe they're bullshit. And so many people believe the bullshit over and over and over again, over and over and over again. There's only like Danny Christie. Like, there's a fighter on here. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, Danny Christie says he's going to have a bare knuckle fight. He's going to have a bare knuckle fight, right? Do you know what I mean? But he's the only one. I mean, I don't get involved. I don't offer people out. I'm not trying to fight people, am I? Do you know what I mean? Right? I'm not like that. I can fight. I can look after myself if I have to. But I'm not like a fighter like Danny Christie. Danny Christie is actually a fighter, right? Fair play to him. He's a fighter, right? He's the only one, though. The rest of them all pretending, wanting to be like Danny or something. That's what it seems like to me. They all want to be like Danny Christie or something. You're never going to be Danny Christie. Danny is Danny. You are you. Be you. I mean, you're all thinking you're Deck Reggie and Danny Christie. None of you are Deck Reggie and none of you are Danny Christie. Liam. Wakey, wakey. All right. Up. Up. You can go up there if you want, but up. So. Yeah, wandering with me, brother, you know, my vibration's always very high, yeah? Which I think is another reason why a lot of people, you know, don't like me, because it's really hard. I mean, you can bring me down, but it usually doesn't last long, does it? Like, it doesn't, does it? You bring me down, and I'll quickly be back up. It's just who I am. Yeah, D009, it never happens though. Never does, you know, bro. I'll never engage it again. Like, there's been a few times I've been caught out now, thinking that it's actually going to happen. I mean, another thing that day, that everybody's saying to me, oh, you knew wasn't coming. We heard James. He said 20 minutes ago he made a video. Well, I'd been out there for about 35 minutes when he said that, because I looked at the camera. Yeah, I've been out there for about 35 minutes when James said that. So I did not know that Murph was not coming. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been out there prepared the way that I was, because I was very prepared to just fight. And anybody who knows me and knows me well knows that that was no bullshit. Danny was there to fight. Danny was literally there to fight. Yeah, but I'll never do it again. I'll never ever do it again. Ever. I couldn't give a fuck. I'll never do it again. There's been a few times on social media now, and nothing's ever come of it. And I end up winding myself up to the max like an absolute crazy bastard. Yeah, going back into the old me, turn myself into a fucking psycho again, ready to fucking pull somebody apart, and it never happens. Do you know what I mean? So I've done all that for fuck all. I've gone fucking psycho in my head, which it does take me a few days to get it out of me. Do you know what I mean? Right? For what? For what? For what? For fuck all. So from now on, I don't care if you're like, oh, so-and-so's offered you out. Oh, you're not going to fight him, or you're a bottler. No, I'm not going to fight him. No, I'm not even going to entertain talking to him about a fight. I can't be arsed, because believe me, it will never be a fight. It would never be. You lot might be that gullible, but I've been around this social media for long enough now to know that, like I said, Danny Christie's a fighter. There ain't no fucker else on here. So at the end of the day, there ain't no fucker else. So I'm going to tell you straight, yeah, right? Don't come to me with any of these social media dickheads and telling me, oh, so-and-so wants to fight. I couldn't give a toss. Fight yourself, you fucking prick. You ain't going to fight nobody. You've probably got more chance of fighting yourself than you actually are going to fight me or anybody else. You're a lying sack of shit. You want clicks and views. You want a backwards and forwards with me or whoever else you're offering out at the time. And I ain't falling for it. I'm not doing it. Do you know what I mean? Right? I can't be arsed with none of you. It doesn't matter about, oh, yeah, but Danny, oh, so you're scared, are you? No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I just can't be arsed with your bullshit. It's playground. It always has been. It always will be. And obviously, people say, oh, you phoned the police on your uncle. No, Uncle K phoned the police on me. So I couldn't go and film it like I did the other day and show him up by saying, well, where the fuck are you? That's why. And then the police were phoned on me the other day to try and get me arrested, yeah, so that I couldn't come online and have my say about what happened. It's bullshit. And you lot want to try and put that on me. The police arrive an hour later to question me in my house. Nobody's gone to any other house. They've come to my house, yeah, to question me about carrying a samurai sword around the fucking area. And I phoned them and told them I'm carrying a samurai sword around the fucking area. Are you lot dumb? You lot, I swear to God, you're dumb as fuck. You are so dumb. Do you know what I mean? And I find it hard to deal with people who are that fucking thick. I'm just sat in my yard. It's all over and done with. I'm smoking a doobie. The door knocks. It's the police. I phoned them on myself after it was supposed to happen. And I've told them that I'm running around the estate with a fucking samurai sword. Really? Really? So what I mean about social media? How the fuck am I supposed to deal with people whose minds work like that? How the fuck am I supposed to deal with you? I can't deal with you when you're that fucking stupid. Do you know what I mean? And that's literally what social media is. You're fucking stupid, man. So it's really hard for me to deal with the stupid people on social. I can't because I just think you're fucking dumb as fuck, you. You're actually dumb as fuck. You're dumb as fuck. Like, you're thick as fuck. Thick as two short planks, you mush. So many people, and this is what I'm hearing all over the line. I'm like, are you daft? You're all daft. You're all daft. You're just daft as fuck. Do you know what I mean? Literally. That's why I'm out. That's why I'm out. Like I said, I don't care who's offering. Oh, so and so's going to offer you out. I couldn't give a fucking toss. I won't know the cunt. I won't know the cunt, and the cunt can probably fight his way out of a paper bag. Whoever it is, probably an absolute wet fish, unfit to fuck. I mean, the amount of people on social media, I don't know if you've noticed this, it's funny as fuck, innit? Do you know what I mean? Right, and this is what it sounds like. Tell me I'm wrong. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're a fucking prick. I'll fight you. Do you think I can't fight you? I can't even do that shit. Do you know what I mean? Because my lungs are good, man. You know what I mean? And you're listening to people who sound like that. Right? Literally, about fighting. You lot are dumb. If you can't breathe, you can't fight. Do you understand? Do you understand? If the fight lasts more than 20 seconds, you're done. None of you pay attention to biology. No. Somebody who's in a fucking wheelchair, who can't walk, right, who has been in a wheelchair for 25 years, if he comes on social media and makes a channel calling himself I Hate Danny G and sits in his wheelchair going, I'll batter Danny. Do you know what I mean? I can't walk on that, but I'll batter Danny. You'd all be like, yeah, I believe you. You're fucking dumb, man, the lot of you. The amount of people that I've seen offering people out, and they're offering people out while they can't fucking breathe. They can't breathe when they're talking. And you lot think they can fight. What? Do you even know how biology works? Do you know how the respiratory system works? Do you even know? Do you know how the brain functions? Do you know how the brain functions? Oxygen. Without oxygen, the brain goes to sleep. Do you know that? That's how it works. Fucking dumb, man. The whole of social media is dumb, man. Do you know what I mean? You got the most unfit, fucked up, useless motherfuckers out there, right? Yeah, and you lot think they're hard because they talk a big game. Fuck off, man. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Yes, anybody can have one big bang, right? But at the end of the day, if you don't land that bang and then you're like, what the fuck are you going to do? And if you haven't got enough oxygen going into your body, yeah, you get punched once in the chin. Once. If you can't breathe and you get punched in the chin once, it will shut your brain off. Not enough oxygen will go to your brain to stop that punch from knocking you the fuck out. And that is the truth, mate. And at the end of the day, that's just because people do not understand that that is actually the way it works, you know. cut off oxygen flow to the brain, and the brain will go, oh, I need to go to sleep. And you got people on here who literally are the most, 35-year-old men that sound like a 70-year-old man. Do you know what I mean? You got bare people on here, bruv. 35, 45, 50. And they sound like they're fucking 80. And they've smoked fucking 75 fucking cigars a day for the whole life since there was 5. And these people are hard, though. They're hard as fuck, mate. People who have the physicality of a worm. They're hard as fuck, though, mate. Listen, there's people in my chat that may be unfit, but you don't understand the unfit I'm talking about. The unfit I'm talking about, Moose, is when you're talking. You've heard it yourself. You've seen social media people do this. You've seen them, right? They're talking about somebody, yeah, on a live or whatever, and they cannot fucking breathe. You can hear it in the voice. You can hear it, right? They can't breathe talking. And people are online thinking these people are hard. They can't breathe talking. Like with you, mate, it's going to take 12 months of running every day to get yourself to the point where you could do anything to anybody. A full fucking year. Crack on, lad. Big up to Dudley. There's loads of fucking idiots like that on social media. I understand biology. I know the way the body works. Why do you think I stay fit and strong and everything? Because you've got to be fit and strong. Yeah? And when I've got people out here and, you know what I mean? And like, you can just tell. Do you know what I mean? They're a useless sack of shit. Do you know what I mean? But you lot are believing because of their hard talk that they're hard. It's fucking funny as fuck. I find it hilarious. I think, how easy is it to fucking... If I chose to dupe you, audience, I could dupe you so much. Do you know what I mean? But I just don't choose to do that. I choose to be myself all the time. Yeah, but you are, like, the audience is so easily duped. I'm not talking about, like, obviously, if the shoe fits. If you're in my live and you've been duped by these people and you're now butthurt because of what I'm saying, well, if the shoe fits, just don't be duped again. Just see it actually how it is. When people are online and they're, like, massively overweight and they can't breathe and that, and they're going on like they're hard, how about put in the comment section, mate, you can't breathe, let alone punch. Do you know what I mean? It sounds to me, mate, like you would struggle to go to the toilet to have a shit because it's up your stairs. And you're talking about fighting a man. How about call it for what it is? Realise how biology and the body, human body works. The respiratory system. Understand how it works, man. Rather than sitting in the chat with some fucking massively obese, overweight motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? Breathing out of his fucking ear holes. You know what I mean, right? And you are literally there going, oh, you're so hard. You're so hard. What the fuck? Oh, man. Yes, XY. And anybody in here who is realising, if you're a friend that watches me and you're thinking, but Danny, I am overweight and I am unfit, well, get yourself sorted out. If you watch me enough, you should know what I would say to you. As a friend, not a nasty person, I wouldn't take the piss. I would just say, sort yourself out. You know what I mean? If you can't run half a mile, you need to run half a mile. Sounds mad, that does, doesn't it? Danny, I can't run half a mile. Well, you need to run half a mile. But I can't run half a mile. Yeah, you can. No, I can't. Yeah, you can. I can't. Yes, you can. And then do you know something? After you've done half a mile about 5 times, you'll be up to a mile. Trust me. So get off your ass and get it done before your body just gives up. You don't use it, you'll lose it. It's that simple. If you don't use it, you will lose it. It's not just, you know, when you're training and you're putting your body under strain, you're not just putting your body under strain, you're putting your connective tissue and your bones under strain. And it creates stronger bones and stronger connective tissue. So it's not just your bones, it's everything. I mean, it's not just your muscles, it's everything. Respiratory system, brain function, bone structure, bone strength, joint structure, joint strength, muscular structure, muscular strength. That's what training gives you, all of that. But you lose all of that if you don't train. Moose, were you? Press ups, bro. Press ups. Anybody who's not used to training, do you know if you just drop down now and do like as many press ups as you can until you're down to the point where you can't do another one? Yeah? You don't understand. You'll feel knackered after it, Moose, but you don't understand how good you'll feel. You'll feel knackered but good because your body will release endorphins to say thank you. Do you know what I mean? And you'll feel so good, even though you feel fucked. $65 with COPD. COPD is a bitch. My brother's got it. From spraying cars with no masks on. Yeah, a bit of a bitch. Gets out of breath out of nowhere, my brother does. He still goes through it though. He still trains. He just can't train sometimes as long or as hard. But yeah, my brother's got COPD. Sometimes somebody calls you unemployed. Moose ain't unemployed. He's got his own business. He's probably at work right now watching me. Sorry, Moose. Doesn't matter, Ron. For your shoulder plate so it doesn't stick out. Yeah, you can do them. Just be careful. Don't go too far if you've already got a fucked up shoulder. Any exercise is better than no exercise, you know. That's what you've got to understand with exercise. Any exercise is better than no exercise. I say this to everybody, like, when I say to you, like, you need to train, you think that it's like what I do, right? No. If you haven't trained for years, you couldn't do a lot. If you could do with willpower, oh, trust me, you could come to my house. You wouldn't do as many reps as me. But with willpower, you'd do the exercise that I do for as many reps as you could do, especially if I was stood there going, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do you know what I mean? You'd get through it. That's what I do with James when I train James, right? James is a personal trainer, don't forget. He works in a gym, he has his own clients. He's level 3, qualified. And he comes around here to be personal trained by me every couple of weeks. Yeah? For that reason. Because he can't push himself like I can fucking push him. So I could push you, yeah, to do a training regime, all of you, like you've never done before. Fuck off. What are you, little fucking moth? I don't want to kill you, moth, because I like moths, but go away. Right? Yeah. So I could push you, you'd get through it, but then you'd be broken for a week. Proper broken. You don't really want to do that, you know. Like you train, you start you start at a place and you keep training, and then you get to a more. You keep training, you get more. You keep training, you get more. You keep training, you get more. And eventually you're doing mad workouts with hundreds of reps. But to begin with, any training is better than none. I say this to everyone. If you just drop down and do 10 press-ups, right, that is better than not doing any press-ups. If you drop down and do 20 sit-ups, that's better than doing no sit-ups. If you go for a 1 mile walk, that's better than not walking. If you go for a fucking 200-meter run, all you can run is 200 meters, better than not running 200 meters. Do you get what I mean? Everything matters, no matter how little or how big. Yeah, any effort. Some days, that's good, that Shamrock. Some days I am not always super Danny G, you know. Some days I'll go out to, like I said yesterday, I went out to run. My plan was, this was my plan. Run for a mile, sprint for 100 meters, right? Get my breath back. Run for a mile, sprint for 100 meters, get my breath back. Run for a mile, sprint for 100 meters and get my breath back, and then walk home. So three mile, 3 sprints. That was what I went out to do. I went out, I'd done 1 mile, 1 sprint. I started running the second mile and I was just like, fucking hell. So I just stopped and I went out, I come home. So I didn't even hit my quota yesterday. Most of the time I go above my quota, right? But yesterday I didn't hit my quota. It was too hot, bruv. It was too much. Do you know what I mean? But I'd done some. I'd done something. Do you know what I mean? So I was happy. I was out in the fucking heat and I'd done something. And it was better than nothing. It was better than if I'd sat here and not run at all. But I didn't reach my quota. I didn't reach what I wanted to do. That's like that some days, even for me. For me, some days I get up and I'm like, I can't be arsed. But I'm like, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I can't be arsed. Honestly, I can't be arsed. And then I'll be like, and then I have a thing in my brain that'll be like, shut up, wanker. Get up and fucking do it. Do it, 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 do it. Yeah. And I wind myself up like that to get it done most of the time. But there's many times, you know, where I'm only human like you lot. Where I don't feel up to it. I don't feel as strong today. I don't feel like doing it today. I can't be arsed. Of course. I'm only human. Yes, Ron. I'm not surprised, Soup. Discipline's the one, yeah. Yes, DO9. What I would do is I would get up, I would go around your area, and I would run until you can't run no more, till you need to stop, right? Remember that lap, wherever you've gone, right? When you need to stop, yeah, and you know, you've finished, next time you go running, you just want to get past that point. And it doesn't matter if it's 100 meters, as long as it's past that point. You've gone a little bit further then, right? And then next time you're running, past that point. Next time you're running, past that point. And it doesn't matter how far past you go, as long as you go past. As long as you beat it. And that way you will notice how quickly the human body adjusts and how quickly you get fit. It's a quick thing. It doesn't take long. It takes about a month. If you're doing it, I'd say if you're running 3 times a week, after 1 month, you'll feel an immense difference in your fitness. You know, like the first day you ran and you got to your first spot. After a month, bro, you'll go clean past it, still with bare breath, still fine. You'll still be running. And you'll probably giggle to yourself because you'll realise a month earlier that was as far as you could get. And now you're going to run a full fucking mile further or something. Do you get what I mean? Long distances, DO9. I'm the same. I'm not built for long distances, bro. I know I run a lot of long distance and stuff. I force myself to do that. My body doesn't like it, bro. Never has, never will. I'm not a short distance guy. I'm not a long distance guy. I'm built for short bursts of speed and short bursts of power. That's how I'm built. That's what I'm built for. I'm not built for this long distance stuff, mate. I forced myself to do it, and by doing it, I've got better at it. I'm still not a long distance runner by any stretch of the imagination. I can run long distance, but I don't like doing it. My body doesn't like doing it, and I have to force myself to do it. But by forcing, whenever you know something that you're weak at, if you force yourself to do something that you're weak at and get good at it, yeah, your strengths will just get stronger in the process. Your weaknesses is what you need to work on. So if you're not built for long distance running, you're not built for long distance cardio. Well, if you want to be in the UFC or whatever, you're going to need that, right? So you need to start long distance running to get that different type of cardio, to get that different type of control over your respiratory system. And you'll get that from long distance running. And for you in the UFC, I would imagine like second round, you're knackered. Do you know what I mean? You've been fighting for 10 minutes. Third round comes, you got another 5 minutes to go. And that's when your extra gas tank will kick in to what you've been doing when you're long distance. Because when you're long distance and you're getting to the point where you're knackered and you're sweating, you can hardly breathe, that's when you've got to force yourself to go that extra mile. And by forcing yourself to go the extra mile, you'll always have that in the tank. Going past 100%. Do you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Yeah. I'm 45. Yeah, that's a good one, Rob. That's a good one, bro. Me, I know how far my laps are now because I've been doing them for years, so I know how far they are. But when I first started doing them, that's how I did it. I just ran as far as I could, then picked a spot, and then the next time I ran, I went a bit further, and went a bit further, and went a bit further. And then when I got to the point where I'm thinking, like, I'm running 2 or 3 miles now, then I put it on my phone, then I follow the route, and then I know the exact distance. 22% fat. Thing is though, Soup, I'm 20%. I'm 20%, between 19 and 20%, bro. It's healthy. People don't realize this. It's 25%. Over that, you're starting to get unhealthy. 30% is unhealthy. Over 30% obese. Go into it. People think that a healthy body weight is like 15%. You know it's not. 15%. Anybody who proper bodybuilds knows this. That's ripped. That's my old six-pack sticking out, bro. 14% body fat, you can see my whole six-pack ridge to fuck. People think, oh yeah, but professional, they're 8% body fat. There's not that much difference between 8 and 14. There is some, you will see some difference, a little bit of water, a little bit of thicker skin around the muscle, but you'll still see every muscle belly. People don't understand healthy range is between 19 and 21%. Real healthy. You know what I mean? So, well, I would say between 17 and 21% is healthy. Depends on the body, doesn't it? Depends on the person's actual genetics. Yeah, but 17 to 21% is just normal range. Totally normal. Yeah, you do. Like when I've been down to 14, bro, oh, I look ripped to fuck, but I don't feel good. I feel tired all the time. I'm not as strong, nowhere near. Even like just stupid shit like pull-ups, bro. You'd think because I'm more ripped. Nah, I don't have the extra power. You know, the power that I can call on when I've got a bit of extra fat on me. When I've got that extra fat on me, I can call on some power. Don't ask me why. But when I'm ripped to fuck, there's no power there to call on. I can still lift heavy. I can still do loads of reps, but not like I do now. Bruce Lee didn't have zero. Nobody can have zero. I'd say Bruce Lee was probably about 6 to 8% body fat. (6'2" and 13 stone. You'd be less than me then, bro, because you're 6'2". I'm about the same body weight. So you're probably less body fat than me, bro. Depends on how you built. Really though, I'd have to see how you built under it. But I reckon you'll be 18%, 17, 18%. Have a good day, Rob. Have a good day. For me, it's like, you've got to understand, I say this to everybody really. When it comes to bodybuilding, it depends what you want, man. If you're young and you want to look like a god to pull or whatever, right, then fine. You're going to have to eat a certain way and you're going to have to train a certain way. But for me, at my age, at the ripe old age of 45, I'm married and stuff, so I'm not really on the pull. Yeah. So it's like, I'm lucky. I've got to the point now where it doesn't matter how he looks. It really doesn't matter. It's what he can do. You know what I mean? Like, it's what he can do. Like, my chest is not perfectly square or ridged, but I can do 60 press-ups. I can press 45 key dumbbells. Do you get what I mean? My arms aren't the biggest or most defined, but I can kill fucking 60 key for reps. My shoulders ain't the biggest or the most defined, but I can press over 80 key above my head. I can side lateral raise at 18s. I can front lateral raise 18s for reps, strict. Do you get what I mean? My legs aren't the biggest. Everything's in proportion with me, right? Everybody always takes the piss saying I've got small legs. When you actually see my legs and you see me stood there and you can see the whole of me, I'm in perfect proportion. My legs grow really quick. If I train them constantly, they're the one thing on my body that grows fast, man. So I have to train them in accordance with how fast they'll grow. So otherwise I'd look daft. I'd have massive legs, yeah, and a smaller upper half, a smaller torso. I don't want that. I want to be in proportion. For weight distribution and balance and everything. That's why I want to be in proportion. Yeah, but I can still fucking squat 120 key for reps. Still deadlift 150 key for reps. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm fucking strong for my age and my size. But I don't look like a bodybuilder or anything. But you got to understand all the other things that I do to train. My chest ain't going to be massive. My shoulders ain't going to be massive. And neither is my back or my legs or anything. Because I play basketball. Dripping with sweat, jumping up and down. Do you know what I mean? Long term, like muscle burn, endurance muscle burn, not muscle building. I've started playing football even though I don't play football. I play tennis. I big wave bodyboard. I run miles, man. I do bear shadowboxing. I play golf. I walk miles while swinging my golf club. But when you do all that, you're not going to be big. That is not conductive with a tonk body doing all that physical activity. It's not. Bodybuilders do not do all that. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he won Mr. Olympia, was not playing football, basketball, tennis, big wave bodyboarding, running fucking miles, shadowboxing, doing hundreds and hundreds of reps and playing golf. He wasn't. I know from when I was younger, I wasn't doing as many sports orientated things. Yeah, I was playing golf, but that's really all I was doing, and training. So the golf kept me ripped, but the training kept me big. And I wasn't doing as much long distance running or as much shadowboxing or anything like that. And I was 15 stone. I was walking around at 15 fucking stone. I'm now walking around at 13. And it's just a change in my lifestyle in what I do. I mean, the way that I train now. I wouldn't stand there for fucking an hour a day, shadowboxing, throwing my fucking hands every day when I was 25 years of age. Nah, that time would be in the gym with me pumping heavy fucking weights. So that's why I'm not built massive or anything, but I'm very strong for my build. So if you're older, if you've got a missus and you're older, you don't need to look like a Love Island motherfucker, do you? But you just need to be strong and fit and healthy. So if you are of an older era here, if you're young and you want that Love Island body to pull yourself a bird, I understand. But if you're an older gentleman, you watch me, it doesn't even matter what you look like. Why does it matter? It just matters what it can do. Oh, super, I was fucking huge. I was massive. When I was younger, I was huge, bro. I was fucking big. I ate differently. And I trained differently. I was massive, bro. I was 2 stone bigger than I am now. I used to walk round 2 stone bigger than I am now. I was fucking huge, bro. Rangers, how you doing? Yeah, super. At my body weight now, I'm good. I'm good at my body weight. That's why I won't increase it. I'll measure what I eat and everything. I don't measure it. I measure how many meals I eat. I don't eat as much as what you guys think. I was, and then I started to put on loads of size, didn't I? You saw it. How quickly did I put on that size when I was at the gym? Well, that's because I was eating like a cunt. And then I started to get a bit bigger, and I didn't like it. I went to about, I think the biggest I was about 13 stone 7. I'm about 13 stone 2 now. So £5. And you wouldn't think £5 would make a big difference, but it did. I could feel it. And I was like, I don't like it. I didn't really do a dirty bulk, no. I was just whacking protein into me, bro. Like a mother chucker. Like coming home and having like just 3 tins of tuna by itself. 75 grams of protein in a one. Boom. That's how I was eating. Tony was making burgers and stuff. I'd have 1 burger on a bun. I'd have 3 burgers, right? So I'd have 1 burger on a bun. Each burger's 20 grams of protein, bro. So I'd have 1 burger on a bun. The other 2 burgers just plain. Should do chips as well, but I'd only have a few chips. I'd need some carbs inside me for the energy. I know that. I've been doing this for so long. I can go massive and small at will, bro. It takes a couple of months. It doesn't take long. Just depends how I eat and how I train and how I sleep. That's all it is. I was sleeping more, I was eating more, and I was training heavier. Changed the physique, right? I was only there for about 10 weeks. And in 10 weeks, I put on 7 pounds of pure muscle. And a lot of power. Yeah, with me, folks, like I've been in this body for many years, so I know exactly what to do to make it exactly how I want it. And for me, I know exactly what to eat. I don't really eat tuna that much. I'll eat maybe a tin of tuna a week, right? And boiled eggs. I eat boiled eggs now about every 2 or 3 days. When I'm training, my breakfast consists of this. This is exactly my breakfast every day. So boring. Yeah. I have 4 Weetabix, 4 boiled eggs, protein shake, and a banana. 2 spoons of peanut butter. That's my breakfast. I don't even eat breakfast at the moment. If I want to keep my weight down, I don't eat breakfast. If I eat breakfast, straight away, I'll put on 4 pound. And if I'm not joking, a couple of weeks. I starve my body to keep this size. I starve it. I mean, fuck me, last week I did a 30-hour fast. 30 hours. Longest I've been for years, that. I did a 30-hour fast last week. I'm always starving my body to keep it this size because it doesn't want to be this size. It wants to carry more fat and it wants to be bigger. My body wants to be about 21% body fat and it wants to be 15 stone. It wants to be that size. It always has done. I force my body to be smaller. That's what people don't realize. Because I starve myself, right, compared to what you would think a man of my size would eat. Tony eats more than me on a daily basis. So because I starve myself all the time, have you noticed that's why I can go on an empty stomach? That's why I can go on an empty tank. Do you know, I'm not joking. Do you know most of the time when you see me train? Now, I don't eat till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. And do you know the only thing I get into me now? 0.7 grams of protein a day. 0.7 per pound of body weight. That's it. As long as I get that in me, I'm happy. I starve my body. And that's why on an empty tank, I can train like you wouldn't believe. Because I'm always training on an empty tank. Always. That's why a little bit of food gives me an abundance of energy. Because I hardly eat. But if I do eat loads, if I do eat normally, I will put bare size on. I'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and I don't want to. I lose too much balance, man. Too much speed, too much agility. That's what I lose. I lose those 3 attributes, and I don't like it. If I go up to 15 stone, do you think I'm as fast as what I am now? Don't be fucking stupid. I'm more powerful, but I'm not as fast. I'm not as balanced. I'm not as agile. Of course I'm fucking not. I like the agility that I have. I'm so quick, right? You all know that. I'm not being big-headed here. I do it on camera. I'm so balanced. You know I can stand on one leg for 10 fucking minutes, mate, whilst dancing on one leg with my fucking knee up at my waist. And you all know, you've seen me do it, mate. It's not a joke. I couldn't do that at over 15 stone. You've seen me on the golf course now, haven't you? Stand on my whole tiptoes. You saw it in the last game, yeah? You saw me stand on my tiptoes and take my full power swing, perfectly balanced, on my tiptoes, right? You saw it in the last game, yeah? I couldn't do that at over 15 stone. Are you mad? I couldn't run 3 mile and sprint 200 meters at the end if I was 15 stone. Nowhere near. My golf swing would be more powerful, nowhere near as fast. I couldn't transfer my body weight as fast as what I do now if I was 15 fucking stone. All these things are what I think about. I don't care about being tonk. I'm wondering, when I'm wanting to stay trim, I don't eat breakfast. And I don't eat what I would call supper. So like an hour before I go to bed, I don't eat a meal. Do you know when I want to get big? What I do is I had that massive breakfast and I had supper. And what I mean by supper, it will be like, it could be 2 chicken breasts, just chicken breasts. It could be 2 tins of tuna, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I just add that to what I eat today. But it's an extra fucking 1,000 calories and a hell of a lot more protein. That's all I had, you know, really. I might, once I start eating like that, my meals will probably get a little bit bigger. Do you know what I eat throughout the day? But that's all I had, really. I had 2 more meals to my day. And adding 2 more meals makes me go... It's always the same, bro. Porridge, Weetabix. Porridge or Weetabix. Always peanut butter. Always. 2 big spoonfuls of peanut butter. You've seen me do that loads of times. Boiled eggs and a banana. Yeah, it's always a banana. potassium, right? So that's what I would eat in the morning. So I have a porridge or Weetabix, either one, either or. Always boiled eggs, always. 4 if I can get them down me, because I will have had 4 or 5 Weetabix, or I will have had like a double helping of porridge. You know what I'm saying? This, you know, the peanut butter, you've seen me do this. I just get 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter and eat it clean off the spoon and just swallow it with water. And then obviously the banana. And that's going to be done an hour before I train. It has to be an hour. Can't be like 20 minutes, bro. So if you're going to train at 6, you've got to be eating at 5. You've got to be eating that meal at 5 o'clock, and you've got to eat it all. And to begin with, it will be very hard because you're not used to eating breakfast. Oh, believe me, that'll be solid as fuck, bro. To get that down you, you'll have to force it down you. I have to do, because I don't eat much. If I'm going to up my training, yeah, I'll give you a little trick for anybody who struggles to eat enough. Because I'm not a big eater, man. Never have been, right? So I have to force myself to eat loads. And do you know how I do it? Throughout the day, I'll get like a slice of bread, random time when I would never normally do it, bottle of water, and I'll just eat the bread. Brown bread, always brown bread. And I'll do that throughout the day for about 3 or 4 days. Yeah, just add, I'm not joking with you. And by doing that, it'll make me more hungry because I'm putting more inside my stomach. I'll stretch my stomach with bread. Yeah. And then once I start to feel hungry, then I'll start eating, you know, like I'm supposed to. It's a little trick I've always used. If I want to expand my stomach, I'll do it with brown bread, plain. I'm not joking, just a slice of fucking bread, bro, and water. Like I'll get up in the morning, I'll try and eat the breakfast, say, I wouldn't do it the first day. I'd get up in the morning, I have 4 Weetabix, 4 fucking boiled eggs. Do you know what I mean? Right, my peanut butter and my fucking banana the first day. And I'd be like, I'll probably get through half of it. Yeah. But then, do you know, an hour later, I'm going to force brown bread down me. Does that make any sense? And then an hour later, I'm going to force brown bread down me. And then after a few days of doing that, you know, I wake up in the morning for my breakfast, I'll be hungry enough and my stomach will be big enough to eat that full fucking breakfast. It's really hard to go from not eating anything at all in the morning for hours and then go into eating a big fucking breakfast. It's really hard to do. It's really hard to just switch like that. I'm not saying I'm superhuman and I can take my stomach from fucking, say, this big to this big overnight. I can't. But I use brown bread to expand it, to make me more hungry. Just a slice, dry, bro. I know it sounds ruthless, right? Just dry, bro. Bottle of water, dry bread, swallow, swallow, swallow. Until you start to get more hungry because you stretch your stomach and your body gets used to more food, even though it's just brown bread. After 7:30 on a night, I would say, personally, after 8 o'clock on a night, you don't want to eat. Unless you're going to do a bit more of a dirty bulker. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is if you're going to eat after 8 o'clock on a night, once you go to sleep, your metabolism slows down, so your body doesn't burn through it like it should, so it can store more body fat. Yeah? Unless your body's in a super fucking fat burning zone, and then it won't store no fat anyway. But to get in that super fat burning zone first, you've got to do all the things right to get your body to click into that. So I would say don't eat after 8 o'clock on the night. That's what I would say. You've also got to look at your training though, really. A lot of people never look at that, you know. You've got to look at your training, bro. Like, getting the most out of it. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, a lot of people go to the gym, and I wouldn't say you half arse it, but you go to the gym or you train at home, wherever you train, doesn't matter, training's training, right? But when you train, you don't give it everything you can. You think you do, but you don't. And that's not me being disrespectful to anybody. That's just me telling you the truth. Like, you may think you've gone as far as you can go on that set, but you actually haven't, you know. You have another level. We all have that, you know, whole other level. And it's up here. And also the way that you lift. See, a lot of people just move weight. Right, now, there's a... No, I'm going to tell you something now. Give me 1 minute. Now, a lot of people, some people believe in this, some people don't believe in this, right? But mind-muscle connection, yeah? Now, what I mean by that is a lot of people think, right, because I have to explain what I say a lot now, because of obviously social media, they take everything out of context, right? So when I'm saying mind-muscle connection, what I mean is, I don't mean that you get your mind into the muscle exactly, and by doing that, it makes your muscle bigger and all that, right? But it does in a certain way. So the way I would explain it to you all is this. When you are focused on what you are doing, and you are focused on pumping the muscle, and you are focused on getting blood flow into the muscle, which will cause splits and will cause it to get bigger, and you are solely focused on that, and you are thinking about it, you've got to understand what controls the human body. The brain, right? Everything is controlled by the brain. So if you are just there in the gym and you are just moving weight, just willy-nilly, just moving weight, yeah, you will never, in my opinion, get as much benefit from lifting said weights as if you're trying to get your mind into the muscle. So what I mean by that is, because I'm sat down, easy one, curling, right? So when curling, rather than just curl, yeah, no, you see the parts of the muscle. So if you're hammer curling, you're working forearm and brachialis, right? Yeah. If you're pronation curling, you're working the bicep primarily, right? Yeah. Both heads, primarily the large head, right? But when you are doing any kind of curling, if you watch me curl, or watch me do any exercise, anything, right? When I do the exercise, I am thinking, I'm in it. So I'm lifting and I'm thinking pump, 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 tense, 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 lower, 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 pump, 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 tense, 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 lower, lower. And that's what I'm thinking in my head, right? There's not just moving the weight. I'm thinking about the muscle moving. I'm picturing my muscle contracting. I'm picturing it filling with blood. Yeah. And I would say that there is more beneficial than just fucking moving weight. You'll get bigger, quicker. You'll get stronger, quicker than if you're just moving it, just throwing it around. So remember that. Intention behind what you're doing will create greater achievements quicker than what you will get them by half-arsing it. I used to say this a lot to my clients because a lot of my clients would, you know, they'd try and half-arse it. Not after a while of training with me, that wouldn't happen no more because they'd realise Danny just ain't having it. If you're going to squat, you're going to squat. If you're going to do a deadlift, you're deadlifting. If you're pressing above your head, you're pressing above your fucking head. There is no resting. There is no fucking about. When you're lifting, you're only lifting for a certain amount of time. So you might as well give it everything you've got. There's no point in half-arsing it. With lung removal, for all breathing exercises, mate. Like Super's just said. Breathing exercises. What is up with set about reps 5 to 15, for example? It depends on what you want to achieve, bro. I'm a very big believer in lighter weight, more reps, and strict. I'm a very big believer in that, brother. Yes, right. So I'll give you an example. I train different ways, but if I'm going to go heavy at the gym, what would I do? How would I approach it when I went to the gym? How I would approach it. Right. There's different ways of training, but on a normal day, this is how it's going to go. Right. I'm going to say on bench press. So I will not use a bar. There's a reason for this. I'm going to explain the reason. You need to understand and you need to listen to me on this, because this is something I really know what I'm talking about. Trust me. I really, really do. I have changed people's whole physiques by making them listen to this. So you listen to me now and you will grow. And it's not just that, you will gain some symmetry in power and look that you have never had before. People do not understand the way this works, man. And you can't even see it. You can't even feel it, but I'll see it. Now, when you get to a really good point where you've got this out of you, you can use a bar more than what you normally would. I can, because I can pump both sides exactly the same. Most lifters, most people, even if you've been lifting with a bar primarily for years, you will have this problem. Dumbbells, man. Dumb fucking bells. Whenever you can get them. Whenever you can use dumbbells, you use dumbbells rather than a bar. Why? Because both sides have to work independently the same. If you put both hands on a bar on any exercise and your one side is slightly weaker than the other, when you get to the point where you're getting, not to begin with, when you get to the point where your muscle's starting to feel fatigue, your strong side will take over. I swear, every time. Your strong side will curl more. I'm not joking. You'll end up curling like that. If it's your right side, this is reversed, this is right, this is left, yeah? Right? I swear, you'll curl like that. And you won't see it, you won't notice yourself. It could only be by an inch, but that inch makes all the fucking difference, mate. When you go down with the bar on the stretch, you'll stretch further on your strong side and you'll push further on your strong side. You'll create unequal parts of the body and you'll create bad symmetry within the body. Dumbbells are king. So for me, this is, say if I was going to go and do chest, I'd tell you exactly how I'd do it. I'd go and do chest if I was going to do a normal workout. I'd start, for me, I can bench 45 key dumbbells, right? For 4 reps, yeah? Right, so that's what I'm going up to, yeah? If I get 3 to 5 reps, I'm happy, because that's my maximum lift, believe me, right? So get to the gym, start on like 20s, straight up to 30s, straight up to 40s, then straight up to 45s, 4 sets. Then I'm going to drop straight back down to the 20s. I'm going to do really slow reps with a pause at the bottom to break my chest. No rep count. There's no reps involved here, mate. You just do as many as you can. And I mean to failure. You go to the point where you can't lift another one. Yeah. Then I'm going to do the same with flies. Now, flies only go up to about 24 key dumbbells, 26s sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Because I can keep it strict. Yeah. So just say 26 key dumbbells. So what I'm going to start on? 14s, 18s, 22s, 26s. Then I'm going to drop back down to the 14s. I'm going to do the same again. So 4 sets going up, 1 drop set. I'm going to fucking go down slow as fuck with them 14s at the end, even though my chest is now erect. I hold at the bottom, yeah? And then I'm going to come up slowly and I'm going to squeeze my chest. Like when it gets really heavy, yes, I am keeping posture. I'm using my chest. I'm making sure my chest is proud, but I'm also having to use a lot of energy and a lot of thought on just getting that fucking weight up because it's heavy as fuck for me, right? Now, once you go back down, once you've done that and then you do that drop set, you can then focus on the muscle intently and it will hurt. It will really hurt. Then from there, I'm going to go over to the bench with the bar. Now I'm going to use the bar. I'm going to put 60 kg on the bar. I'm going to do 3 sets of just bench press. Flat bench, yeah, 60 kg on the bar. I will have done incline press and I will have done incline fly. Yeah, now I'm going to do flat bench with just 60 kg on the bar. I'm just going to rep out 3 sets. I don't care how many reps I get. Couldn't give a toss. I just want failure on every set. Then I'm going to go upstairs to the cables. I'm going to do cable crossovers. But I'm not going to do them here like I did with flies. I'm either going to come from above to down, or I'm going to come from down to up, because I've already done normal flies like this, yeah? So I don't want it to be exactly the same movement. And then I'll do press-ups, 1 set to failure, till I drop on the floor and I'm laid down, I can't move. That is how I would work my chest on a normal day. And believe me, that will build the shit out of you. Now, I've just given you one of my chest workouts. Go to the gym, try it. Go to the gym and try it. I know it seems like a lot of sets, because effectively, what is it? 10, 13, 16, nearly 20 sets. But it's not actually that much. You know what I mean? It's not that much, to be honest with you. It's really not. It takes me about 40 minutes. So I don't have much rest in between. You don't want more than a minute rest anyway. A minute is fine. I usually have about 30 seconds, a full 30 seconds though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A full 30 seconds. But you can have up to a minute if you want, really. Just don't go over a minute. A full minute's rest is enough in between each set, trust me. XY, no worries. Oh yeah, wondering it's the imbalance. This is very true. Like what I'm saying to you, what I'm telling you now, you should take on board, because it's very true. What I'm saying to you, it's very, very true. Like I'm not lying to you. Trust me, I know my shit. I have so much knowledge when it comes to training. I'm not shy to say it. I'm not being egotistical. I'm just giving you knowledge that I have to help you guys with your training. I have been massive when I was younger. I was massive. I choose to be this size now. You know I do. You all know that I train and I eat to be this size because I like the attributes it gives me. But when I was younger, believe me, I was fucking huge, man. I was really fucking big. Like one big motherfucker. And that ain't no joke. If Tony was here, she would tell you. She would be like, no, Danny was massive. Morning. I can get massive now. If I want to go up to 15 stone, I'm not joking, it would take me 2 stone of muscle and some fat. Because it would be a couple of degree of fat, mate. Guaranteed. I'd go from a couple of percent of fat. I'd go from 19 to 21.5. But it would take me about, it's going to sound mad to everybody, but it's going to call me a liar. A year. 1 year. That's all. To put on primarily, mostly 2 stone of muscle. Or 2 stone of pure size, put it that way. It would take me just 1 year. 1 year, that's all it would take. To go up 2 stone. At my age, at 45 as well, you know. And I know a lot of people on social media can be like, oh, you're chatting shit. No, I'm fucking not. I starve myself, mate. If I start giving my body just what it wants, I'll naturally go up to nearly 14 stone. Naturally, within a couple of months, it won't take long. I starve the shit out of it, mate. So it would take me a year. And I'd be massive again. I just don't want that. Nah, it's too much, Thomas. Too much. The only time I would say that's good is when you're doing deadlift or squat. So deadlift or squat, having 2 to 3 minutes in between is not bad, because you're letting your body totally regen, and they're power movements, bro. Deadlift and fucking squat, they're power movements, brother. Real power movements. I mean, I would never have that much rest in between them sets. I would only have a minute, max. Yeah? But if you're having 2 to 3 minutes, and on deadlift and squat, it's not a problem. Not on them two. But on everything else, you do not want to be having that long, mate. Maximum a minute on everything else. Everything else that you do, apart from squat and deadlift. But everything else you do, no more than a minute, mate. And you'll see the benefits. You'll see the side. You'll see, just when you go and look in the mirror at the end of your session, you'll see the difference straight away, just by knocking down your rest times. But you might find it harder to begin with to do your workouts because you're used to having that rest time. But on heavy compounds, bro, yeah, rest 2 or 3 minutes is fine on heavy compounds, bro. Really, like, you know, the 2 heaviest compounds that I would say you've got, which is squat and deadlift. Yeah, but you've got to understand, blood flow, keeping the blood flow going, keeping the heart rate high to a certain degree. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're pure powerlifting. I mean, if you're pure powerlifting, then it's different. It's different. If you're bodybuilding or powerlifting, it's different. It's that simple. Depends on what you want. If you're a pure powerlifter, then you're only lifting for power. So take as long as you fucking need. Because every set matters, right? Where it comes to just pure power. If you want power, agility, and aesthetics, then it's a different way again. You know what I mean? Like, I would say, I don't know, I would say powerlifters. I've never been just a strict powerlifter, even though I have worked in that kind of discipline before. It's a lot longer rest because every set that you do is to max, really. And you're always raising that bar. Whereas when you're bodybuilding, it's more time under tension, blood flow, and repetition. The amount of reps, the amount of different exercises. Oh, Mr. Gray, don't talk to me about these fucking stupid saps. I'm not interested in talking about any people on social media, mate. Keep them out of my life. Keep them out of my life, mate. Don't talk to me about any of these people. I'm not interested. I don't watch Dark Side, mate. I've got my own shit to do today. Thank you very much. So no, I haven't, and I'm not interested at all. Boring. Dill, I would agree with you to a certain degree, to a certain point. Yeah, to a certain point. But, so, okay. I know what you're saying. So you're saying mechanical strain, right? Yeah, mechanical strain is what's going to cause the muscles to rip, yeah? Okay. So let me kind of explain this to you, bro. Yeah. For me, I agree with you. Mechanical strain is what is going to split the muscle. It is, right? Agreed. Totally agreed. But once the muscle is split, the more blood flow will make the split deeper, worse. Do you get what I mean? So I would agree with you to a certain degree, and then I wouldn't agree with you fully. But I'll meet you halfway. They do rip. It's micro tears. Bro, it's not, bro, it's micro tears in the muscle. It's micro tears. When I say rip, I don't mean you're causing a fucking big gash in your muscle, mate. That's tearing your muscle. It's micro tears though, bro. And you know it is. You know it's micro tears. It's not a myth. It's literally micro tears, brother, in the muscle. And the body adapting to the heavier load that you're putting on. It's micro tears, bruv. So yes, obviously the muscle will grow bigger to adapt with the heavier load. But to grow bigger, it's also got to create more muscle tissue. To create more muscle tissue, it has to have micro tears. Micro though. Not big ass fucking gashes. It's not outdated, bro. It's not outdated. Listen. All the new science that comes with training and stuff like that, yeah. I've been training for long enough with old school principles, and I do listen to some new school stuff. But in my opinion, basic and old school is always going to be, information and training is always going to be more beneficial, yeah, than the new stuff. I'm very old school in my beliefs and I'm very old school in my training, right? And I know there's a lot of new school stuff, and I know there's a lot of new science, and there's all this new stuff, and there's all this blah, blah, blah. I know there is, bro. But back in the day, none of this new science or anything was ever made to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. It wasn't, was it? Do you know what I mean, right? Nowadays, that science can be created to make you buy products. So I would rather believe in the science where nobody had anything to gain from giving it you, to the science where people have everything to gain from giving it to you. Because I was doing my chest that day. Bro, what? I was doing my chest that day. So I showed you what I was doing that day. I don't go to the gym if I'm going to the gym and do a full body workout, brother. Yes, HBTG. Nah, Dill, because the micro tears, once the protein synthesizes, it creates more muscle tissue. A slightly bit more every time than what you had before. That's how your muscles grow. It creates new muscle tissue. You have to create new muscle tissue. I mean, your muscles can't just grow with the tissue they have. They have to create new tissue. And the way they create new tissue is when you create micro tears, your body repairs them with a slightly bit more muscle tissue than was there before. And that's what creates size. As well as obviously the mechanical strain that the muscle's having to deal with. No, I'm going to play tennis and basketball with my daughter. I've got to get her up out of bed. And my daughter's girlfriend. I'm going to play basketball and tennis with my daughter and my daughter's girlfriend. And then I've got to take Tony out shopping. And I'm not going to play golf. I mean, playing basketball and tennis with Annika and fucking Carly won't be like a hard work chore. Because I'll just fuck about with them. I'm not going to go there to play. Not in this fucking weather, are you mad? I will keep hydrated. I won't be filming it because I'll be with my daughter and fucking Carly. So I'm not going to film it because I'm with my daughter. I'm not going to put Annika on camera. You know what it's like. I'm not putting Annika on camera, mate. And then just go take Tony shopping, really. And then tomorrow, what am I doing tomorrow? I've got to do some cameos as well today. But what am I doing tomorrow? I'm doing something tomorrow. I can't remember what I'm doing. Tony will know. Morning, non-nobis. Yeah, electrolytes essential. I know that's why they hurt so bad. It's still doing better than what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm not playing golf. Or am I? I might be playing golf for Pro Bowl tomorrow. This is a bit like the fucking James situation the other day. I might actually be playing golf tomorrow with Pro Bro. I don't know. I'm going to have to WhatsApp him and find out. It might be something else. I should advertise the cameos more. Yeah, I should really, shouldn't I? Well, listen, if any of you, want a cameo, hit me up on Instagram. I do them all the time. _ the real Danny G _ They're £20 a pop, but they're worth it. For birthdays and all that kind of shit. I won't threaten anybody directly, and I won't say anything racist. But apart from that, I'm good. Apart from that, I'll fucking do anything, really. Pick day's gone up at CX. £15, best zombie game there is on PS5, shooting hordes of zombies, 300 at a time. That sounds like Call of Duty zombies to me. What's the story like? I mean, I'm a story-driven guy, man. Everybody knows this. Give me a good story and I'm fucking sweet. And what time are we on? Well, it's 9 o'clock, I've got to go. Well, you've had me for nearly 2 hours. I was only coming on till 9. Oh, man. I better go and get all these fucking kids up and get them ready so we can go and get the basketball and that done before it turns into the Sahara Desert out there. I've got to take Tony shopping this afternoon, so I've got to get this done reasonable. So, got to get in the bath. I'll be on the court about this afternoon at some point. So I've got to get up, get in the bath. Annika's going to want to get in the bath. Carly's going to want to get in the bath. Liam's going to want to get in the bath. Fucking hell, mate. So it's just like, I might be on the game this afternoon. It depends what time I get back from shopping and everything, man, because fucking, I'm playing basketball and tennis with them. And then I'm taking Tony shopping. So it depends what time I finish. I might be back on the game this afternoon. Might be. Because I do want to get the game done. But if not, you guys will see me tomorrow or the day after on the game. Tomorrow, if I'm playing golf, you won't. If I'm actually, I can't remember, man. I have so many things I'm doing all the fucking time. I can't remember. I might be playing golf tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I'm doing something tomorrow. So you won't see me during the day because I'm doing something tomorrow, but I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I can't remember. Tony will know because he knows everything that I'm doing. It's doing my head in. Yeah, but Moose, my daughter wants to play and tennis and that. She's been practicing tennis with my rackets in it. And she wants to show her dad how good she's got. You can spend some time with the daughter, mate, why not? And taking Tony shopping is always exciting. Not really. Tomorrow, I could be playing golf, I don't know. If I am playing golf tomorrow, then you would see me tomorrow. Maybe. Depends if Pro Bro wants to go on camera or not, really. So it all depends on what Pro Bro's doing. But I'm sure it's not golf, because if it was golf, I'd know. It's something else, man. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Oh, man. Right then, everyone. Much love and respect. Have a really... Stay positive. Stay happy. And I'll see all you soon, innit? On the game. Pa, 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 pa. Zombies, mate. Pa, 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 pa. Like I said, it probably won't be today. Could be. I might be on the game later. Don't know. And it probably won't be tomorrow. But if not, definitely Thursday. I'll be on the game at some point. Yeah? Have a good day, everyone. Much love and respect. I'll see you all soon. Peace out.